What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Snusy Copen here, back for another video today, but this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually in a vehicle that I never imagined I would be driving, but I'm going to give you guys my honest review, which I really don't do a whole lot of driving car reviews, but hey, something new for the channel.
Yeah, look at that LB7 smoke, baby. Because it's freaking America Day, that's why.
So as some of you guys know that, regularly watch the channel, I posted a video probably almost a year ago, truthfully, with my mom. And my mom, since 1997, has had nothing but minivans. She had, I'm pretty sure it was a 94 or a 96 nasty green, like, Dodge Caravan. She had that, I believe, until 2004, when she bought her 2004 Town & Country, which she had in that video from like a year ago. And if you watch that video, I might actually put a link in the description for that video before. That van was just absolutely falling apart. Went through 4 kids, because I'm one of 4 siblings, and my mom always said she is going to drive it until the wheels fall off, and legitimately she ended up just scrapping it because it was just that freaking terrible. For a little bit, my mom and my 17-year-old brother Grizzly Copen, who's been on the channel before, have been sharing my grandfather's 2004 Chevy Trailblazer. Really unfortunate. One, my grandpa passed away last year. That's why they ended up having the Trailblazer. But 2, my little brother actually got into a pretty nasty car accident last week. And he's still recovering. He's all right. Nothing life-threatening. Some of the pictures were pretty nasty, and he was in pretty rough shape. But since they were conjoined using that vehicle, now they don't have it anymore. And my parents were left with just my dad's 6.7 Power Stroke. So my mom went out of her way, decided, okay, we need 2 vehicles. So she was talking to me, trying to figure out, what she wanted. She was talking to my older brother, talking to my dad. We were trying to figure out, what would make the most amount of sense. And I think we all kind of came to the agreement that, hey, all the kids are pretty much grown up. I'm 24, my younger brother's 17, almost 18, and my sister's 15, almost 16. You really don't need a minivan anymore. You might be wondering what my mom actually ended up getting, which I'm sure is already in the title of the freaking video, but my mom ended up finding a 2013 VOLVO S60, and I'm being completely honest, as somebody that's not really ever been into Volvos or anything like that, I mean, this thing rides really freaking smooth. It has a lot of features that, myself personally, I don't need. I was driving it this morning on the highway, and it's got these blinking lights that notify you when somebody's beside you or passing you, and I'm like, what is going on here? So it's got a lot of nice tech features that, I guess, with me never really owning anything that extremely new, the newest thing that I own is my 2008 Jeep Wrangler. I'm not used to kind of some of the crazy features, but I'm going to give you guys a full walk around of the car so you guys can see, and maybe I'll throw in some clips of my mom's old minivan and some of the hilarious content of just the 5-minute drive to a gas station with her, which was very, very eventful. That video actually got demonetized because my mom and I were cussing up a storm. I'm driving my mother's 2004 Town & Country. I don't know if you guys can hear everything fucking shaking. It sounds like Hiroshima's going off right now. And we're doing 52 miles per hour. Let's try to hit 60, Mom.
No, you can't!
Sure we can.
Matt, I'm telling you. You can't do it.
Well, we're doing it right now.
Well, it'll start to disappear.
So you just don't drive between 50 and 60?
You can't drive between 50 and 60, no.
Oh.
Come on, drive with 2 hands.
I am driving with 1 hand. What the heck? I hope this comes through on the audio, all the freaking noise that goes on inside this car. Absolutely ridiculous.
Just get me to Speedway so I can get oil.
Okay, well, we're pulling into Speedway now. Turning on kind of like a back road by my house, I just kind of want to get a feel for how this thing handles in comparison to like other small compact four-door sedans that I've driven. Truthfully, I've already driven it for like, I want to say like an hour and a half. And honestly, like the overall just feel of this steering wheel is actually really grippy, really nice. I actually really enjoyed the feel of it. Suspension absorbs things pretty well. It is a little bit bouncy, but you're gonna get that. It is a 2013, so obviously it's most likely the factory suspension on this car. But for the most part, it does handle pretty great. I'm not gonna accelerate it. It's not my car to really romp on it or anything like that, but we'll take some of these turns and just kind of almost like we're racing. We're gonna act like we're racing here. We're gonna hug the outside line here, give a little bit of gas. Cycling through, a little S-turn. Oh yeah, handles it like a boss. I do also really enjoy the fact that the gauge cluster is like really simple. It's there's not a whole lot going on. It honestly like looks kind of newish still, even being 7 years old. Like I said before, obviously I'm used to like pre-2008 clusters and everything like that, but the overall interior of this car we will go into here in a minute, but it feels super roomy in comparison to like my Mark IV Jetta. Now mind you, nobody in my family, at least that I'm aware of, has ever owned a Volvo, so this is like completely new to me and new to the whole family because we've never really been outside of like, I've owned foreign vehicles and different things other than American made, which obviously I've had Volkswagens, I've had my Subaru. My parents for the most part stay American made. My dad's really big into Ford. My mom has for the most part always stayed with, you know, Chrysler products. She had obviously, like I said in the beginning of the video, a 2004 Chrysler Town and Country, and she also had that 94, 96 Dodge Caravan. And obviously being born in 95, my mom had those minivans my whole childhood. So like, I'm now obviously 24. My mom has never owned like legitimately just a car. It's always been a minivan. And I've always told myself like, I will never own a freaking minivan in my life. Now when it comes to comfort and drivability, I mean, this car is like super comfy. With me being 6'1", almost 6'2", I fit very comfortably in these seats. Obviously it's not like a performance or a racing seat where like you're really wrapped tight inside there. The seats are comfy. Now these are the leather seats that came from Volvo. As stated before, the steering wheel's got like this almost like a nice performance style type wheel, and it feels really great. As I said, the handling is phenomenal. I'm not sure if I stated this, it is all-wheel drive, which is freaking fantastic. You can't go wrong with a little all-wheel drive car. I did love my WRX. Sometimes I wish I still had my WRX, but as you guys know, Subarus have freaking issues. This shifter is actually like, feels really cool. It does have the like, you can put it in sport mode and go in different gears and do that type of stuff. But one thing that I'm severely not used to is this right here. I have never had a freaking vehicle with a setup like this. Alrighty guys, so that is the front of the car. I'm gonna add a little bit of music and just kind of do like a little bit of a cinematic reveal of this car. apologize for the wind noise, but truthfully, I think my mom did really, really good picking this thing up for $9,500. And like I said, it is a 2013, quite frankly, a massive upgrade from her minivan. So if this was your first time watching a video on the channel, I hope you give this video a big thumbs up. Congratulate Mom for finally getting rid of the freaking shaggin' wagon. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.